So welcome to this new channel, which is Just Therapy UK. My name is Emma. I'm a qualified therapist and trained life coach, and these videos are hopefully going to help you navigate life in general. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to the channel so you do not miss future uploads, I'd be very grateful, because at the minute I need to get to 1,000 subscribers, so the more the merrier. So the first one I'm going to talk about is to do with narcissism. And I have spoken about this on my other channel. And if you haven't seen that, it's called Tea and Therapy. And that is where I kind of discuss the world of celebrity and I give my therapeutic perspective on that. And I have spoken about narcissism. There are playlists there which you can go and look at. But this is going to be specifically about these particular subjects. So I want to talk a little bit about love bombing and what that means. And for those of you who don't know, for those of you who do know, then you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. But for those of you who don't, love bombing is when a narcissist tries to secure their mark, is what they're called. A mark is when they sort of home in on somebody and they decide this is what they want, or this is who they want. Now, it is slightly different from men narcissists to women narcissists. Now, men usually, because predominantly what women want, predominantly, not all, is someone that is understanding, someone that listens, someone that's kind, someone that's emotional. And a man can mimic this. A male narcissist can mimic this. So they will come in and what they will do is they will get to know you. They won't really divulge much about themselves, but what they might do is they will act as if they've either been in a very, very damaging relationship before, that the ex is crazy. They will make out that they're the victim, that they've really been through a lot. But they'll kind of say a lot without saying a lot, if that makes sense. They won't really delve into anything too deep. But they will do it enough to catch your attention, enough to create that rescuing or carer in you, to kind of, it piques your interest. And then what they'll do is they'll find out about you. So somehow you'll then start telling them about your past. You'll tell them whether you've been betrayed by an ex. You'll tell them whether you've been abused in the past. You will start divulging, because for some reason they create you to feel safe. So you will start doing that. And so what they will then do is they will act in the way they believe that you need. So if they think that you need someone to show you compassion and kindness and be there for you and to dote on you, that is what you will get in the beginning. They will give you exactly what you think you need or want. Now, with a female narcissist, it's similar. But most of the time, a female narcissist is very sexual. So even though a male narcissist is sexual, and they will be very in tune with you, so it will be they'll cater to your needs. But with a female narcissist, it's the way they act, the way they are. It's very alluring, very charming, very sexual, funny. They will mirror the things that they believe you want in a partner. They will be whatever it is that you need. So if you want a homemaker, if you want someone, they will be that for you. If you want somebody that's a freak in the bedroom, they will be that for you. They will find out everything about you, and they will also then possibly come across as if they've come from a very broken, like their ex was crazy. They did everything that they could possibly do for the relationship, and that person wasn't grateful or turned on them or was jealous and possessive. So they will again create you to want to come in and be the knight in shining armor, and in return they will be the perfect partner for you. And that is how love bombing starts. Now, it's not always in your face, like a lot of people think, oh, it's all flowers and it's this and it's grandiose. Yes, it can be. Yes, it can be. But it can also be, if you're somebody that is a bit scared of that, they will also come in a bit covertly. So they will come in very tentatively. They will act a bit shy. They literally will be your perfect person, because they will be watching, they will be observing you. They will see if they will test the boundaries to see what they overstep. If they overstep, like for example, if they're over familiar and you kind of get a bit freaked out, they will then profusely apologize and they will back off a little bit, and they will kind of assess of how, is if you're somebody they're interested in, they will then go to plan B. It's like, okay, that was too much. What do I do now? and they will find another way in, and they will do whatever it takes to secure you. Do not think for 1 second that they are not capable of the most sociopathic things, because they actually really are. And that is what's so scary about them, is that they can come across very normal, very unassuming even at first. But once they feel that they have either got you or there's a potential they could lose you, they will up the ante. And that's why, and I will go to the other things as well, is when they start doing things like the alienating you from other people. We'll talk about all of those things and the way how they behave. But this is just about love bombing. So then what would you do if you are dating somebody? So here's the thing. You want to do your research. And I know that some people kind of go, oh, you know, I don't want to Facebook stalk and I don't want to do this. But yes, do it. Because unfortunately nowadays, people do lie. And you are investing your time and energy with somebody. So you want to make sure that that person is somebody that is honest. And especially if you have children, because if you have children involved, it can be even worse. And it's also not to say that narcissists don't have children. They can have children, but you will find that they will either, if there's more than one, you will find that one of them will be like the narcissist and one will be one that they don't necessarily gel with. But anyway, so yes, do your research on somebody. Ask questions. Do not be afraid to ask them questions. You want to know about them. You want to know about their life. Don't just settle on whatever they're telling you. Dig deeper and further. And it might feel like you're giving them an interview, but at the end of the day, you are inviting this person into your life. The most precious and personal aspects of you. So they absolutely need to be deserving of that. If you get any kind of warning signs, listen to that. If your instincts are firing off on all cylinders, listen to that. Now, that's not to say that people don't listen, because they don't. Sometimes people don't even know what to listen for, but it's a feeling, it's a something. Something doesn't quite add up. Question it. And if the person starts to get cagey or they try to flip it, and like I say, we will talk about gaslighting in another video. If they try to do all those things, trust your instincts. Because if somebody is coming into a relationship, what you ideally want is someone that's very similar to you. So even if they've got kids or they haven't got kids, they are going to be tentative. They are going to want to come into this because they are unsure. They don't know who you are. So they are not sure of whether or not you're going to be suitable or compatible. So they're going to be very tentative about getting to know you, and they're going to take their time. It is okay to go slowly. You know, if the person is saying to you within like the first week or so, and I'm not saying that there aren't exceptions to the rule, because I know that some of you will be in the comments, oh, I met my husband like after a week of dating and we have been together like 16, 20 years. Of course, there are exceptions to the rule. However, with a narcissist, they will want to secure you very quickly. So that is why if anyone challenges them, they won't like it. If you challenge them, they also won't like that, but they will then possibly flip it round like you are being untrusting, because what they will also do is they will use your past against you, which is why they get to know you. So if you've been abused in your past, what will happen is they will say things like, well, that's because you didn't trust, you've been hurt before, so you're not trusting. And all of that might be true, but at the same time, you're still allowed to feel that way. So if someone is love bombing you and they are moving very quickly, remember that there's a reason for that. Now, it could just simply be that someone is insecure and they're kind of going overboard. But again, that would show, you will get to know that over time. That's why it's really important to know yourself. Spend time by yourself. So then if someone does come along, you're not afraid to be on your own. A lot of people, unfortunately, get into these type of relationships because they don't want to be lonely. But trust me, the damage that this type of relationship can cause you is far outweighs being lonely. But if you work on yourself and you work on spending time by yourself and enjoying that, you won't feel lonely. And then when someone does come into your life, they are going to enhance that, not, in a sense, ruin it. So yeah, so that is just a little bit about love bombing. Now, obviously, if you want to know more, then just let me know and I can delve into this a little bit deeper, but that should give you a bit of an understanding of how people behave and how they behave very differently, sometimes with male and female. Don't always just accept what someone is saying is the truth. If your spidey senses are kind of going off, don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to slow it down if it's moving too fast. And more importantly, don't be afraid to say to somebody, you're just not right for me. I'm really sorry. You seem like a great person, but it's just not for me. Don't settle. And that's anyone. Don't settle. You can find your ideal person. You know, don't just put up with things because you think, well, maybe no one else will have me, or maybe, you know, I won't get better than that type of person, or, oh, they're really good in bed, but you know what, they're not great as a person, or, well, the sex isn't that great, but you know what, they seem lovely as a person. You know, either way, if you feel there's an element of you that's just settling, then don't. It doesn't mean that the person is necessarily not a very nice person. It might be that they are, but they're just not right for you, and that's okay to say so. But if you are having someone that's just literally all out, like you will find, like, for example, when you first start dating somebody and the guy says things like within like the first meeting of you, he's very over familiar, like, oh my God, if you were mine, I would marry you tomorrow. It's like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Because you know, at the end of the day, you don't know me, I don't know you. So it's when people become very over familiar, like there's a neediness to it. And that could also tell you that they might just need to work on themselves a little bit more. Not necessarily they're a narcissist, but they just need to work on themselves, because if you're putting in the work, then you want somebody else to be doing the same. So anyway, so yeah, so let me know what you think in the comments, and if you are gonna enjoy this channel maybe, then just let me know, give me some thoughts, some tips, whether things that you would like me to discuss to help you. Like I say, I will be doing this series on narcissism, but if there's other things you want me to talk about, then let me know. I will make a list and I will start doing those videos for you. So like I say, please give this a thumbs up if you like it. Please subscribe if you think about you would not want to miss future uploads. If you would like to buy me a cup of tea as a thank you for the video, or to support what I'm trying to do, then the link will be in the description box below. If you want to check out my other channel, which is a little bit more on the tea side, like the about celebrities, then the link is also going to be below. So thank you so much for joining me for this very first video. A little bit nervous, and that's weird because I've done a channel before, but this is a bit more, I suppose, serious. And yeah, and I will see you in the next one. So take care, and mwah, I love you. Be kind. So thank you so much. And remember, everyone, try and be kind to each other. Be respectful in the comments. We don't want any bullying here. So, and everyone has a space to have an opinion. And I will see you in the next video. So take care. Bye.